块吧？啊，对呀。
Next station, Ashmore.
来修3万8。 請細心欣賞。
200 per card.
使用扶手電梯時，請企穩。
I was still alone. The moment that you held me, 'cause I couldn't let go. Who I thought I was, because that's how things go. It's yours and then it's his.
And then you leave the house.
I was feeling red, and it just am I a ghost in someone's body? Am I a voice inside your unprepared for the things you told me. I hope I didn't scare you. Buried in my thoughts, I hope you know how much I think I need you. So I write another poem. I hope that that's enough. Am I a ghost in someone's body? Am I a voice inside your mind? And if I'm haunting you, I'm sorry. I haunt myself sometimes. I haunt myself sometimes. If you keep dragging this on, and I'll keep dragging this on. Go and find a way not to haunt someone. If I keep dragging this on, you'll keep dragging us on. Go find a way not to haunt someone.
下山了。
人家还没有走啊。
to airplane mode and do not use booster during the flight.